Welcome here to Talk FCB and welcome to the first Copa del Rey preview of the new season, and Barça just about will be continuing for now in this competition. We have overcome Linares, the third-tier team, by 2-1 in what was a difficult game. It was certainly not an easy one. We went behind. We had to make some important changes at half-time, with Ousmane Dembélé, of all people, coming off the bench and scoring, but a brilliant winner it was from Ferran Jutgla. We're going to be talking about the game in its entirety. Thank you for joining me, and let's get to it. Because this right here is how Xavi lined up there away at Linares. Like I say, in terms of the team selection, he was quite limited again in what he could do. Dani Alves was the big standout name there, returning to the team. And I've got to say, throughout the entire game, Dani Alves, it looked like he'd never left. Absolutely brilliant, especially when you consider that he hasn't played any proper competitive football in many, many months. He was playing there in a wing-back role. Jordi Alba returned on the other side. Sergio Busquets and also Nico Gonzalez in midfield. Ilias and Jutgla were the forwards there in that first half. And like I say, throughout the game, Dani Alves was doing things that, of course, we remember oh so well. Getting down that right-hand side, bursting into the open space, making some really good runs. And he was involved there quite early on as well, slipping the ball into Nico Gonzalez. Good through ball it was into Ilias Akomash, but he just received a nudge just as he was about to shoot, which put him off there, and he couldn't direct the shot on target. And that actually was quite costly, because then Linares pretty much went straight down the other end, and this for me, it's comical defending. And actually it's not comical because it's not funny. You look at Jordi Alba here and Riqui Puig, they're just watching the ball. What are you doing there? Close it down. I don't care if you're against a third division team. I don't care here if you think that you're above a game like this. Go and close that ball down, because anyone there who's given that amount of time, that amount of space to go and cross the ball in, they're going to pick someone out. That's exactly what happens. Mingueza doesn't stay with the runner in the area, and Linares take the lead. And you know what? Very good goal on their part. Disastrous goal when it comes to Barça. But to our credit, we did absolutely dominate the game. To be honest, you would expect that here, playing against our lower league opponents. And Nico there went close with a shot from distance. Really good power on it. I thought Nico actually, right the way through this game, such a good player. He is an absolutely brilliant player. The power that he has on the ball, he really does glide in between the lines. Such an impressive player in many, many areas. Jutgla also had an opening there. He had a similar shot to this, I thought, against Mallorca. He tries to bend it there into the right-hand corner. Doesn't quite, again, get enough whip on it. But there were still chances that were going the way of Linares. I think Araujo certainly was one of the standout players in that first half in terms of holding that back line together, because, again, we just allow Linares to come in, give them that space. There's nobody really covering on the cross. Again, Mingueza, I don't think he really knows where he is. He allows the runner to get in behind him. Luckily, though, Araujo is awake, and I do wonder here if when he's sliding in, last-ditch challenge that it was, is this where he injured himself? Because he actually came off at half-time. There's concern right now surrounding Araujo, and I'm really, really hoping that is nothing at all serious. But as the half went on, Barça continued to go forward and continued to create some decent chances. Nico actually crossed it in there. Riqui Puig on the volley, gets some space inside the box. Real chance, that is, but he makes a really poor connection with it, and that's what it was about right the way through the first half. You can see it here, Riqui again bursting through midfield. Good run, one of his better moments in that first half from Riqui. Makes a good decision there to play it out to Jordi Alba. Cuts inside, it's blocked off, but then Eric Garcia has a shot from the edge of the box. Really good effort that was, that went just wide of the post. And again before half-time, right before the half-time whistle, Alves with another really good ball, and he put some really excellent crosses in today, Dani Alves. Good ball there. Nico can't quite get to it. Jordi Alba, he's right there at the back post, but he can't quite time the finish. And it was a case in the first half from Barça of poor defending, in my opinion, not closing Linares down, not really having enough intensity to go and hunt down the ball and shut them down at source. And I think at the other end, in terms of our finishing, it was wasteful. We were not clinical in the slightest. And Barça dominating the ball, but not finding that all-important way through. And that is why Xavi at half-time did not hold back and he did not wait around at all. He did make 3 big changes at half-time. Ousmane Dembélé came on to replace Ilias Akomash. Gerard Piqué came on, like I say, to replace the suspected injured Ronald Araujo. And a crucial change there as well. Frenkie coming on for Riqui Puig at half-time, which doesn't seem to reflect well on his performance in that first half. And Dani Alves again was picking out some absolutely beautiful passes. There was a really good run from deep from Frenkie de Jong. Look at that ball there in behind from Alves. Pinpoint accuracy. Frenkie so close to getting on the end of it. Couldn't quite get there as well. But as that half went on, Frenkie also has a suspected injury. So the injury problems of Barca certainly are nowhere near over. But the big moment came just after the hour mark. He was getting on the ball. He was making things happen, was Ousmane Dembélé. He shows good strength there, keeps hold of the ball, manages to shift it on his left-hand side. We know what he can do on either side. Really good effort of goal, good power on it. You've got to say the goalkeeper actually gets there. Probably, he should keep that out, but he doesn't. Bit of a goalkeeping mistake, but a brilliant strike and a good goal for Dembélé. Very, very important to get Barca back in the game. But still, we weren't out of jail yet. We were certainly not out of the danger zone because Linares kept on coming. Neto, I've got to say, right throughout the game, did never inspire me with confidence. You can see right here, they thought they had the equalising goal. There was a header came in. Was Neto obstructed there by the player standing in an offside position? That is very, very questionable. Neto doesn't keep the ball out. Linares disallowed goal there, and a big moment that was because Barca then, just before the 70th minute mark, again, it's Nico who releases Ferran Jutgla. Really strong, powerful running from Jutgla, gets into the area, cuts inside, and it's a really good finish. This is a very clinical touch in front of goal. It's what we've seen a lot from him during his time in the first team. Really, really good goal, and I'm so happy that we were able to get ourselves in front here. Still, there were nervy moments. Linares did hit the crossbar. Neto actually watched this one. He was just watching the ball as it came towards the goal. He thought, oh, there's no danger here. It's going over the crossbar. But smack bang that did. Hit there the woodwork. We got away with one again. And there are questions now about whether this was Neto's final game in a Barcelona shirt, as we are desperately trying to move him on. But there was still time for one big moment in this game, and this to me was the most Ousmane Dembélé thing probably I've ever seen. Because on the edge of the box there's no real danger on, there's no real problem for Linares, but Dembélé, he makes something happen. Absolutely brilliant piece of skill there. His dummy is so good that he beats 2 players with such close control and skill. He's into the area, he's done all the hard work. All it comes down to then is the finish. And this is the problem with Dembélé. And in terms of asking for the biggest wages, for the biggest amounts of money, you score that. All you got to do there, keep your calm, be composed in the area, and clinically put that ball past the goalkeeper. But he loses his head. He's done all the hard work right, all the good work right, but he blazes it over. He tries to smash the ball. It goes off the crossbar, way over the bar in the end, and that should have been 3-1. He did well when he came on, to be fair, got a very important equalising goal, but certainly here. I don't think a goal against Linares is going to give him the contract that he wants. Barca still have no intention of raising their offer. We know what we're willing to pay, and as of right now, that is much lower than what Dembélé and his agent are demanding. And I think overall, what you would have to say from today's performance, guys, that obviously it wasn't a vintage display in the end. Going behind in a game like this, it can be tricky, because obviously then when a lower league team take the lead like that, in their own stadium, their fans get behind them, they work that bit harder, it is difficult to break them down. But I think we did have full control of the game, we did create chances, we can still do with being much more clinical, and Xavi will be concerned there about Araujo, about Frenkie de Jong. We really don't want any more injuries. But of course, the most important thing today, we've come into this game, it's another win, it's another important step. We continue in the Copa del Rey, which is of course what we want to do. And let's wait and see now, heading into a big game at the weekend against Granada in La Liga, and also in a big month for us in terms of transfers with Coutinho and indeed Umtiti being heavily linked with moves away. There is lots of news and lots to discuss in these coming days. Let me know what you thought of the game, guys, and let me know how you saw today's performance from Barca. I will see you soon, of course. Thank you indeed for your great support again. But until next time, as always, Vizca. El Barça!